Hey there fellow developers and tech enthusiasts, welcome back to our YouTube channel Node Developer, where we are about to embark on an exciting journey of building an incredible Android app feature together. If you are new here, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss out any of our tech pack tutorials. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for your continued support. Let's get ready to level up our app's data handling game. But before we begin, if you want to stay up to date with the latest tech tips, coding hacks and behind the scenes sneak peeks, be sure to follow me on Instagram and Threads. Link to my social media profiles are in the description below. Join our vibrant community and let's connect beyond YouTube.
Okay, so now what we are going to do is basically simply set the adapter to the by getting the list inside from this messages flow object. Okay, in this we get the list of messages. Simple. Now we need to create an adapter for that. So let's create the adapter first, and that adapter should be named as message adapter, and it is exactly same as we did other adapters, like in the, if I show you in the content adapter. Let's just copy paste, or you can copy paste, or you can use something else. Okay, it's upon you. I'm gonna create this from the scratch. So let's first implement the list adapter. Okay, and let's adapter of type this. Now here you need to provide the model. So message model, model message or model message. Then we need to create a view holder and the diffuser class. So for that, first let's create a view holder class, message view holder, and inside this message view holder we need to provide the view. So recycler view dot view holder, and then provide the view here and open it like this. Now we also need chat diffuser class. So let's create class message diffuser, and this should we need to implement diffuser dot item callback and provide the message model message, not model message, and then simply open the class. Now we need to implement two members and just cover up this by using return if the items are the same. So old item is equals to new item, then this, and the content should be same. So for that purpose, old item dot what can be the change. So here we need to check whether the data is changed or not. So simply return the data dot data. Okay, now this is completed. So message diffuser completed, view holder completed. Now we just need to provide the classes here, message view holder, and provide the message diffuser here, and we are good to go. Now we get the two members to implement here. So let's implement those members. Those two are basically the bind view holder and create view holder. So let's create this. Now we need to create some layouts, but before that what I'm gonna do is simply create an let's create the one more function inside this, which is fun get user ID. And why we need this? So why we need this get user ID function here? Because we need to identify whether the chat is from the user ID, the current user or user's ID, or from the some other time. So basically the checking the sender ID should be equals to the user ID. If it is true, then the chat is going to be shown on the right side of the device, and if not, then it is going to be on the left side of the device. Simple, no issue. Now let's create the message adapter here. In the on create view holder, we need to inflate the layout. So before that, I'm gonna create four variables, which is text message sender, and it should be named as 0. Then text message receiver, and receiver equals to 1. Then where image message sender and equals 2. Then where image message receiver equals to 3. That's it. Now in on create view holder, let's first create the inflator. So where inflator equals to layout inflator dot from parent dot context. Now we need to check what is the view type of the basically the what type of the view type of the object which we are going to create in the holder for that. Okay, and how we gonna get that? So for that we need to create a get basically override this get item view type function, and in this we need to check the item first. So let's get the item. So message item, here we are getting the message item by using the get item and providing the position which we get from the parameter of this. Okay, now these are the overridden functions. You can use those in this basically the recycler view thing. So now on the basis of this message item, I'm gonna check if message item dot type is equals to, now it equals to text or image. Okay, there are two things. So if it is equals to text, and message item dot sender is equals to now here we need the user ID. So for that purpose I need to pass the listener here, and it should be of type I view handling, and we need to implement this method in the main activity. So just use this and you can get the user ID. Authentication view model dot get user ID, and in the authentication view model we need to get this by using this. Okay, now simply by using the listener I'm gonna get the user ID here. So let's fetch the user ID actually. So where user ID and it is equals to listener dot. Okay, let's create the listener like this. So now use this as listener dot get user ID, and we need to just check this user ID as this. So if the message item type is text and the message item dot message sender is equals to user ID, then what we are going to do, simply return text message sender, not receiver, text message sender, and check the else if condition. So for that purpose I'm just gonna copy and paste this, copy paste 4 times, and just use the else operation here, simply like this. Now here it should be text type and it should message dot receiver type is equals to user ID. If then we are going to send the text message receiver, and here just replace this text with image, and message dot sender replace with the receiver. Text message not, it's image message, and image message receiver here, and this is image message sender. Just like this you need to do this. Now else, and okay, this is it. I guess we didn't get anything here, so let's create the else condition also here, in which we are gonna return the -1. Now we get the left written out like this. Okay, so this is how we gonna get the view type. Now we using the view type, let's put the when get item view type by providing the view type here. Just simply check if text message sender, then we are going to inflate some other object, and if text message receiver, then we are going to inflate the some other object, and simply with the image. So image message sender, image message receiver, that's it. Now we need to inflate something, so let's do this. How we gonna inflate? I just created these 4 types of layouts. So image receiver, in this the image is on the left side, sorry, and in image sender the image is on the left side, exactly same like this, the message text sender and receiver. Okay, now let's focus on the adapter side here. I just need to provide the, so I simply just change the from message view holder to recycler view dot view holder, and so that we get the now return type as recycler view dot view holder, and now let's return the view holder type as we need to create 4 types of view holder. So let's create those by simply using image class image message view holder, and image message view holder, or you can say sender image message view holder. So view holder sender, pass this as like that, recycler view dot view holder, we need to pass something here. So it's exactly like this. I'm gonna create one more, which is of types receiver, then simply of type text, and of text of receiver. Okay, now just pass the inflator here and for everything. So return text message sender, so text message view holder sender, and pass the what we are going to pass the here. So simply pass the text message message text sender binding, and dot inflate, provide the inflator here, parent, and attach to root as false. Simple. And just need to remove this. This is inflator dot remove. We need to provide the parameter to the constructor of the text view message holder, binding of message image sender binding. Simple. Exactly like this we need to here return. So return when else
-1. Actually don't let this happen, so I'm gonna do 1 -1. Actually we need to return the view holder, so we need to create the default view holder. So let's pass the recycler without view holder. Okay, I can pass this. Let's see. Exactly, text message view holder, just simply text message receiver binding, that's it. Receiver binding, everything else is just going to be the same. Sender function should be changed to receiver function, and here we just need to pass the image message view holder, sender, and message image sender binding. Okay, I just did wrong thing. Message text I need here, message text receiver binding, and message image sender binding, and here message image receiver binding. Okay, now let's pass the binding objects inside everything. So message text sender binding, and message text sender binding, and in the view holder receiver binding of type message text sender name, not it's message text receiver binding. And then inside this image view holder receiver, simply binding of type message image receive binder, image sender binding, sorry receiver binding, message receiver binding, and in the sender binding of type message image sender binding, and provide the binding dot root inside all the constructor of the cyclic view dot view holder, like that. After this binding dot root, now that's it. That's how you need to do. So it's not text message view holder, it's just image message view holder, sender message image receiver binding. Why image receiver binding here? Because I am passing the receiver here. Okay, now text message view holder, message text receiver binding, message text receiver binding. What's the issue here? Text message view holder receiver, what? Message image receiver binding, text receiver binding. Okay, so now our inflators are ready, our adapter is ready, our everything is ready. Now we just need to provide the data to this in this bind view holder function. So let's simply, here we get the option here to provide the S branch also, but I don't have anything here to return actually. So because I don't have any what you can say is simply the default layout here, so you can have the default here. So I think we can create some else block, but I don't know, man, it should be like this. Let's do this. It is showing the red mark. I don't want it, please. I don't want to create this default one. Let's create the default one actually. So default, so this default layout is going to default layout, and let's pass the, if we get the default, then we get the default view model holder.
So simply let's create this as default view model holder. View holder. Pass this as default message. What is this? Default layout. So default layout binding, and simply default view holder. Pass default layout binding on inflator parent dash to root false. Simple. Now let's bind the data here by simply get the position. So actually not position, exactly same as the get view. This is type. So simply let's find out like this. We just need to do this, actually nothing else. Simple. User ID and this not returning something here, so we don't return something here. So then simply if message item dot message type is equal to text and message item dot message sender is equal to the user ID, then we are going to simply call the holder as text message, what is the name, text message view holder, text message view holder. Okay, this is interesting. We are not getting anything here, so we need to create this as inner class or something like this. What is happening here? Why we are not getting this and then this on create? Okay, now let's where's the on bind view holder? Yeah, this is holder as text message view holder sender, and simply we need the data, we need the function which is bind view function. So let's call this as bind view and pass the item which is message item. Simple. Exactly like this we need to pass everywhere. Now here text view holder, not sender, it's receiver. Everything else is same. Now here not a text view holder, it's image message view holder sender, and here holder as image message view holder receiver. Simple. Now we just need to create the bind view function inside every object. So bind view and provide the message model here of type model message. Just simply copy and paste this function in every other class, view holder class basically. Now we are going to use the binding object here to fetch the views of the layouts of this messages chat. So inside the image simply binding dot image sender dot actually not image sender, it's basically simply we need to provide the glide dot with item view dot context dot load message model dot data and dot into binding dot image sender. That's it. You just need to do that, nothing else. And you can actually implement your own layout file according as per your thing. So here you can add timestamp also, so that you can show it on the bottom of the chat. So okay, the image chat or any other type of chat, you need to put that date on the that thing, and so you can take that timestamp inside this model object. You can do that, it's not a big thing actually, you can do that also easily. And simply I just need to copy and paste this, nothing else. Not image sender, it's image receiver. That's it. That's the only change we have. And in text we are very good to go. Text sender dot text is equals to message model dot message data. Simply copy and paste. Not text sender, it's text receiver here. And in the default view holder I'm gonna do nothing. Okay, you can create your own default layout, that's per your, I'm not gonna do that here. And this is how basically you can and you will be going to implement this. So in the message fragment we just need to first implement the members. Okay, get user id, but we don't need to implement here, so let's check first and let's do this. So why we are getting something, remove explicitly the return type of inclusive function, reduce user id. Okay, but we are going to get this. How we gonna get this id? Okay, this is interesting. We need to get the id, so I'm not sure. Okay, let's do this. We can implement here, but we can't get actually. So how is gonna get let's implement and see if we can do something, but we can't do anything, so I don't think we need to do actually. But that's the thing actually, we need to implement here, not on the main activity, because we are going to pass the listener from this fragment, not from the activity. So we need to implement this here, and by using the view model we need to get this. So on the view model class, in the I need to find the get user id function, and which is going to equals to simply let's inject one more auth case, which is auth use case of type authentication use case, and in this auth use case I can get the user id. Simple. So let's get the user id here, message view model dot get user id, and it should return this. So let's return this, and here I'm gonna pass first. Let's first implement the recycler view. So binding dot let everything else inside this binding. Now binding dot recycler view, okay, now not recycler view. Why? We haven't created anything. Okay, we haven't created anything, so that's why. Let's create the layout here. So let's put the recycler view, sorry, first the relative layout, and and then we have the progress bar, which is match parent, visibility going to be the gone case, id is going to be the message progress bar, and fragment message, fragment home, fragment chat. Then simply have the recycler view, which is match parent track content, padding nothing, margin can be margin horizontal, can be 2 dp, nothing more than that. Then message recycler view, and after that we don't need to do anything. So let's on the background, and it should be gray color is too hard, so I'm gonna use this. Okay, in the message fragment I'm gonna message recycler view dot adapter equals to what? We need to create the adapter here. So first we need to create the message adapter here, message adapter of type message adapter. By message adapter equal to, we need to provide the message adapter equals to message adapter and provide the listener here, so which is this, and simply message adapter, and in this message adapter I'm gonna pass the submit the list. Simple. Now adapter should be the set it already. Let's set the recycler view dot layout manager, which is going to be the linear layout manager, this at the rate context. Let's provide context. Now actually we have the linear layout manager, we have everything set up already. Now how we gonna set okay, I think it is set, I don't need anything else. We need some things, which is override show error, override hide progress bar, override show progress bar. So show error case, just simple tools dot make text, provide context, and provide the error dot nothing, so tools dot length long and dot show. After this, in hide progress bar, binding dot progress bar dot visibility equals to view dot con, and show progress bar binding dot message progress bar dot visibility equals to view dot visible, and we need to copy this in here also. Simple, that's it. So this is going to be the thing for implementing the message fragment class and other things which we did in this particular video. Message view model, then we get them all the messages here, and simple. So that's it. Now in the next video I'm gonna show you how to send text message and then update those text messages, and also showing you update those text messages according as per the responses provided by the user and the receiver. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Also you can improve this text messages layout as per your need, like the tick marks and the simple, you can set set the seen and unseen thing here. And also in the next one I'm gonna show you how to implement the Firebase push notification, so that you can get the what you can say, like someone send the message, and the whole process of sending and then receiving the message is I'm gonna show you in the next. So till that, happy coding. Bye.
There you have it, folks. Give yourself a pat on the back for completing this fantastic journey with us. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow developers. Also remember to follow me on Instagram and Threads for more exciting tech content and updates. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to drop a comment below and we will be more than happy to help you out. Until next time, happy coding and stay